So we're here trying to mount our towel rack in the bathroom, and we want to make sure it's centered side to side, so we measured either side. And we also want to make sure that it's level. We did throw a level on this, but then we quickly realized that our camper isn't level side to side. So we ended up measuring from ceiling down to make sure that it was the same height from either end. And then once we had it in position, we just took a drill bit. You could take a screw, anything, poke it in the hole just to sort of mark the spot. And now we know exactly where we need to drill our holes and put our anchors in. So we decided to use toggle bolts because we wanted something that would compress the wall. These bolts are actually 2 inches long, so I had to cut them down because the thickness of the wall, the interior space, is only 1 inch, and Grand Design recommends that you don't use anything that'll protrude into the wall more than 1 inch. So we had to take into consideration the thickness of the board, so I put it in here. Thickness of the wall I think is about 1/8 of an inch, don't quote me on that exactly. So we wanted to make sure that we're not going to be more than 1 inch. We're right about 1 inch, but again, we're going to have the thickness of the wall. So should be good and not penetrate through the other panel and end up hitting our pocket door that's here in the back. So the package says that you need to drill a pilot hole of 3/8. I have a step bit here and I put a piece of tape on it so that I knew where 3/8 was and so that I don't drill a hole too large. So let's get at it. There you have it. So now that we got our screws and toggle bolts in, we're going to go ahead and drop them right into the pilot holes that we drilled. Crap, how can you tighten these then? Solid as concrete.
So this towel rack actually matches the trim in our camper pretty well. We got it off Amazon for $12.99, so it's pretty affordable. Yep.
So now we're mounting our toilet paper holder, and we chose to use these hollow door drywall anchors because these walls are pretty hollow and they're very thin material. Typically it's only about 1/8 inch thick, maybe a little bit more. So we're going to be able to put this anchor in, which comes with its own set of screws that are shown in the box, but Grand Design told me to not have anything protruding more than 1 inch into the wall, so I actually cut it down just a little bit. And I wanted to make sure there was nothing back here, so I just kind of probed around, and this is all hollow back here, so there should be plenty of room.
And this is what it looks like when it's finished. Feel free to reach out if you guys have any questions.